The extreme heat this week leading to a deadly situation for one Louisville family. A teenage boy sleeping in the family car in the garage, trying to escape his warm house. His little brother told us today he did not wake up. Alexis Jones talked to the family who moved to Louisville from the Congo. She shares the devastating story, including the family's desperate plea for help. They say that help came too late.
Christian Burkinas' parents don't speak English, but their pain was evident today. They say after several complaints about their broken air conditioner, the 17-year-old spent the past few nights inside their car parked in this garage behind me. Christian's younger brother helped explain what happened. He says everyone assumed Christian was still asleep when their parents left for work early Wednesday morning. As time went by, he says he checked on his brother, but his eyes remained closed. He started to worry once Christian was still in the garage after 10 o'clock because he typically wakes up for work around 6. That's when he says he called police and officers found his body in the car.
I am so sorry that this has happened to the families. I am afraid for other families in our community because our community has so many immigrant families. They don't know where to go when something's not working right. And so the burden is much higher on them, and they're so much more easily taken advantage of.
Councilwoman Betsy Rui and family members point to their landlord's negligence for Christian's death. His brother says she didn't replace their air conditioner until Thursday, but by then it was too late. I reached out to the owner of the rental property, but my call was sent to voicemail.
Thank you for calling Best Rentals.
However, Rui says it appears Best Rentals didn't live up to their name. According to the Kentucky Landlord-Tenant Act, owners are responsible for maintaining appliances inside properties, including air conditioning.
The landlord failed to maintain the property, so the landlord is in violation. Because there is an air conditioner there, the landlord failed to maintain it, they are in violation of property maintenance codes.
Moving forward, she says the Burkinas family can take legal action, but even then it won't bring back what mattered the most. In Louisville, Alexis Jones, WHAS11 on your side.
And we are still waiting to learn the cause of Christian's death. His autopsy results are still pending with the coroner. Police say the man responsible for a string of attacks on women in southwest Jefferson County is getting increasingly violent. He is still at large right now, but an LMPD detective says they have many new leads. Right now, police have confirmed at least 6 assaults dating back to June 25th. One case even being handled by LMPD's Sex Crimes Unit. Today, LMPD also said there could be more victims. As you can see right here on this map, they all happened in a concentrated area. The man coming back to the same apartment complex multiple times. Well, each victim gave a consistent description of the suspect, describing a young black man with a thin build and light skin, standing about 5'10", wearing black clothes, wearing a black mask. He was also armed with a gun. The assaults happened during the overnight hours between midnight and 5 in the morning. And tonight, Isaiah Kim Martinez has an update from police.
Detective Sergeant Joe Keeling says he believes the suspect will strike again, which is why police are acting so quickly in this case. Now, we also asked about the nearby elementary school, what students and families need to know to stay safe, especially sending their kids to their morning bus stops.
But we want everybody to be aware of their surroundings and call in anything that they see suspicious.
Metro police say these incidents are getting increasingly violent and more prevalent.
He is armed with the gun when he robs them.
Sergeant Keeling telling us he believes money is the main motivation here. He calls the attacker a serial robber. Keeling also notes his team has new leads in this string of violence, concentrated in one area on the map.
So it seems like he's targeting women that are alone in parking lots. So far, it looks like he's acting alone, but we're open to the fact that there may be people in the area that haven't been seen that are helping him out.
In southwest Louisville, tenants living in these apartments along Tallahatchie Street tell me off camera they're shaken. Police say they haven't been able to get their hands on much surveillance video despite the vast amount of apartments and businesses nearby. Keeling saying even the footage they do have isn't clear enough to identify the attacker.
We need that from the public as well. If they think they were possibly a victim or were a potential victim of this suspect, then we need to know that too, so we can go to those areas and look for video.
He's asking for any help the public can offer, specifically from other victims LMPD may not know about just yet. In Louisville, Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS11 on your side.
And today, police told us they believe there were a few women who were able to act quick enough when that same man approached them, actually scaring him off before they were attacked. Now we have an update on the hazardous property on Applegate Lane in the Highview neighborhood. The EPA now revealing the first test results after spending multiple days working at that site. Earlier this month, the EPA sent crews to Applegate Lane to determine what to do with a property filled with chemicals and explosives. Metro leaders had a plan to burn it to the ground. The EPA, though, said there might be another way. Crews also tested items on the house next door where the homeowner had been illegally staying, according to police. Well, today we learned those tests revealed elevated levels of mercury inside and outside that home. The EPA says indoor concentrations do not pose a risk to people outside. They also tested the concrete outside the home. They said they did find evidence of a spill there. So the federal agency will be sending a crew to Louisville to do a 3-day cleanup at Applegate Lane next week. They have already tested first responders and city employees who worked on the property. They told us they found very low levels of mercury. So it's only out of abundance of caution that they are now requesting neighbors who did walk on that property to take their shoes and floor mats to the health department.
Even for individuals who were only minutes before in that area, we found no amounts of mercury had attached to their shoe or their floorboard or been deposited on that floorboard. Or if we did detect it, they are very, very, very small amounts.
Again, this is not the home filled with chemicals and explosives. It is the house next door where that homeowner had been living before police took control of the property. We're expecting to hear the recommendation for the hazardous house next week. And a man is dead, another in the hospital after a shooting this afternoon. LMPD officers were called to 24th and Chestnut right around 2. Officers say when they got to the scene, they found a man who had been shot. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Another person had a gunshot wound that was not considered serious, and that person was taken to the hospital. LMPD's homicide unit is investigating this case. We're told all parties are believed to be accounted for. Today, LMPD's Metro Academy Class 56 officially graduated, becoming full-fledged police officers. The group of 19 graduates includes 5 Hispanic officers, 2 Black officers, and 6 recruits with military experience. Today, the police chief congratulated those officers and talked to them about how important this day is in the young officers' careers.
What is significant about this day is this day signifies defining all odds. This day signifies defying one's own personal agenda. This day signifies I am my brother's keeper. This day signifies I realize my calling to protect and serve. This day also signifies I see the humanity in others, what I wish to be bestowed upon me.
And we do want to congratulate and thank all of these officers. Your hard work is finally paying off. Well, in just under an hour from right now, history will be made as Jacqueline Gwen Villarreal will be officially sworn in as the chief of the Metro Police Department. She is the first Black woman to permanently lead the department. She spent 6 months as interim chief. During that time, she navigated LMPD through the DOJ issuing their consent decree and the mass shooting at Old National Bank. That ceremony starts at 6 at the Muhammad Ali Center. We do have a crew there.